So when I was trying to come up with a name for this channel, it was rather difficult. I had seen other apologetic channels and I was rather trivial or question. I was like, man, this is rather difficult to come up with. I wanted it to be ringy, have a nice ring to it, but yet at the same time be Christian founded. And I know of there's cross-examined, there's reasonable faith, stand to reason, many more I know. But when it came to me, I love a certain verse in the Bible found in John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. And I looked at that verse and I said, well, you know what, I could get something out of that. And there you see the idea of the way, the truth, and the life. And if you see in the book of John, you see that Jesus is the Word. So I try to conglomerate that. I try to put that together and say, way of life. No, that's already taken, can't do that. Way of truth, nope, that's taken as well. Way of word, okay, almost there. But if you just flip that, it seems that it just rings in a lot better. It's phonetically aesthetic, as you can say. And by the grace of God, this is all for His honor. It's not for me, it's for you and for God as well. Well, the Word of Way logo, it took a while to come up with. It was actually about a few months that it took to come up with. And the whole idea, obviously, you'd want a big W there for Word of Way, 2 W's there. And I spoke with a friend and he was able to come up with a good logo, rather simple and yet to the point as well. Now, when you see the circle at the top of Word of Way, it's not just there for funsies, it's really there explaining what the Word is. The Word is eternal, the Word is infinite, the Word is endless. And that's exactly what God is. God has those attributes of a circle. And when you go below the W, you see a little star. And what the star signifies, or we can relate to with the star, is a way, is going towards something. It's a path, it's a direction we're going towards. So what the whole logo is trying to say is the way towards infinitude is God. The pathway towards what is endless and eternal is God. And just with those 2 little symbols and the W, you kind of get the point. It's more than just 3 symbols together. It's a profound explanation or a profound illustration of what John 14:6 has to say. What's to come for Word of Way? Well, there's a lot in mind when Word of Way comes to mind. I'm thinking ambitiously. I'm thinking we can set up conferences, we can set up dialogues with renowned speakers. I'm thinking we can set up merchandise for all this stuff. But what's most to come is that people are educated. By the grace of God, I was raised in a bilingual family. I'm not just one English speaker. I have rather decent at speaking Spanish. And that's where I feel I grew up and I see the necessity of logic and reasoning in the Spanish community, especially in my church and my organization. They need that. And nowadays, more than ever, we need to be prepared to give an answer. When you see 1 Peter 3:15, be prepared to give an answer, it's not just giving the gospel. You need to be prepared to explain the gospel. You need to explain how there's a God, where there's a God, why there's a God, all of these things. And unfortunately, some of us don't have the answers to that. That's what's most to come. Besides all of the conferences, the dialogues, merchandise, whatever other stuff, what's most to come is that people are educated and understand God better. So that same experience that I had in getting to know God through Word of Way, I invite you to stay connected through emailing us or sending us a direct message to this page. We want to be here for you. In Jesus' name, may God bless you, and I'll see you soon.